Well, welcome back, Trojans and MUSD team, students, families, and supporters. One of our two big audacious goals this year is to continue to strive towards increasing our average daily attendance to 97%. Our other big audacious goal is to increase outcomes, positive, successful outcomes for our learners of African and Latinx ancestry. Tonight, I'm focusing on increasing the average daily attendance to 97%. Prior to COVID, it averaged around 97%. And for every 1% of average daily attendance, the district has about $1.3, $1.4 million that comes into supporting our learners. In addition to that, and even more importantly, when all of our learners are at school, they have a much better chance of succeeding. And there is data that shows that students who are here every day, just by the mere fact of being at school every day, have a better success rate than those who miss 10 or more school days. Last year, we increased our average daily attendance by 0.5%, which is really good. And it is difficult to increase, but we are making it. And as of today, the average daily attendance rate for MUSD is 97.8%, almost 98%. And on the first day of school, it was just shy of 99%. So we know we can do this. And it's about engaging our learners. And you see in these pictures that our learners are engaged from elementary, middle, through adult school. Because we have a dynamic MUSD team of people who care. We heard from 3 people who are joining our leadership team. And we heard from them the passion about why education matters, because it provides opportunity for pathways and for what's possible. And I know that all of our team members carry that with them. I want to switch to another goal of ours this year, which is to tackle our deficit structure that we have. And a great deal of that structure is attributed to one-time funds. Up here, what you have are the one-time funds that we received as a result of COVID for mitigating the impact of COVID for safety and health concerns, as well as mitigating the impact of missing in-person school and the effect on our learners and their academic success. Up above, I have how much of those COVID funds were spent on paraprofessionals who provided learner support, was spent on our nurse and health clerks, and also spent on mental health counselors. So it's about $2.6 million. Last school year, we spent the school year talking, and also it's actually since about January of 2023, we spent a lot of time in different configurations of stakeholders, from parent groups through surveys, and also as a leadership and associations roundtable. And we talked about areas where we might find savings so that we could reduce that structural deficit. And one of the issues that we talked about is these one-time funds and how they support, for example, the equivalent of a 6-hour health clerk at every school site, which prior to COVID, it was only 3 hours. And our school teams in the front office, particularly our secretaries and also our admin, but especially our secretaries, found that when the health clerk was there for the full school day, it greatly assisted them in their ability to do what they needed to do to serve the parents who came to the offices, to serve their teammates, and to serve our learners. So rather than reducing and cutting back to where we were before COVID, our board recommended that we, or actually took action, that we place Measure Q, it is now known as Measure Q, on the ballot for November 5th. And so I would like for us to have a special board meeting at about 4:30 so that MUSD team members can attend, so we can go deeper into a state of the district and really look at where our budget is and where we are and the impact that we can realize if Measure Q becomes a reality. I have to be careful to make sure I'm not advocating, because we can educate when we're in our roles, but we can't advocate. So speaking of educating, if you look on our website, we do have this parcel tax page, and it provides all of the facts about what the Measure Q funds would be spent on, why we need Measure Q funds, and also the fiscal impact of Measure Q. So I invite the community and also our team members to take a look at that and look forward to sharing in more detail the state of the district and how the funds from Measure Q would be spent to continue to support our learners. And I look forward to setting a special date with the board on a Tuesday, potentially September 17th. And that's my report for tonight.